Okay, special greeting to Dirk who said something about the soothing voice of Radio Man. I don't know what he's talking about, but hello everyone. We'll be online shortly. Thank you for your patience, as always. Just a small note that we are back now that we are back online. I hate absolutely everything. Thank you very much for sticking around, everyone. We'll be online shortly.
what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite neighborhood DJ and his producer here for another Retro Night Let's Play. Jazzy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm going to be honest. That's it.
that good, huh?
That's just, you know, when video game characters just show three dots and that's all. Like the periods. That's all.
Yeah. I in my head canon, you were like Wile E. Coyote, just like holding up a sign that probably had some expletives written on it. Because man, when we were setting up, you did not sound very happy. And given that we had like an OBS crash like right before things got rolling, it's like, oh, good OBS. Thank you for that. Thank you. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Honest Jazzy, says Dirk. Thank you. Fallen says late and also gay. Yes.
Yeah, yes and yes. Yes and yes. But I think we're less late this time than... Oh no, it's like 8:20. Never mind. I was like, maybe we're a little bit late, less late this time. Nah, we're still just as late.
But
I'm sorry.
You know how this is. We are constantly trying new stuff and trying to, bring some goodies for you at chat to play with us. I mean, not SNES games, but, you have some fun from chat. Disrupting our stream. Doesn't that sound fun? Anyway. Let me quickly switch over to the main scene.
Yeah.
To the main scene. Guess what? The game isn't showing. Let's go!
Oh, it's not showing at all?
It's showing now. Never mind.
Oh, it's because it was on like a black screen.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's quickly transition to the game scene.
How's everybody in chat doing, by the way? We got Dirk and we've got Fallen Angel here so far. I think those are the only two that showed up, and I don't see a single soul on Rumble. But that's fine. If people want to quietly watch, that's cool too. Dirk says, I don't bring chaos, it follows me like a lost puppy. Yeah, now I see why you and Imp get along so well, Dirk. And Fallen Angel says, you need to coof more.
I think I'm incorrectly mixing things. Give me but a moment.
Oh, certainly, sir.
Give me but a moment. Never mind, it's not
momento,
working.
por favor.
Uno momento. I don't think it's working.
I can still hear...
Why is nothing working?
I also hear the music audio, like from my original music. So I don't know if that's an indication on what's going on or not.
Why isn't it working? It should be working. Alright, never mind.
It's always something, isn't it?
It's always something. Yes. Let me restart the emulator. Yay!
Okay. I think I don't need to reset the session, do I?
Nope. You should have seen my disconnected message, which is always a good sign.
That's what I look for. Anytime we're playing, I just look for, oh good, it disconnected or desynced. That's just
double thumbs up.
It's comedy gold. It's comedy gold.
Okay. Let me go for the connection, and I'm connected, and... Hey!
Fallen Angel says, I need to coof more to get all the virus out. I actually, aside from that bit there, I haven't been coofing that bad anymore. It was only when I went outside today, so me and the wife went to the store, and it was pretty chilly out, and that of course got me coofing. Jazzy's just having a rave in the background. Don't mind him. He's just,
this is what he does. My best. Okay, hang on. Let me revert some of my changes for today. For today's stream. Here.
Okay.
Now you don't get funny music.
Yes.
Now
I just
this
hear
on and this on and that's all on one hand. Now on the other hand. Yeah. Now on the other hand.
I think on the other hand. Okay, I was gonna say. I think on the other hand, you have like a Michael Jackson glove, and it's got all the rhinestones on it.
Oh, I don't have that one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. We have the soundboard off today. Jazzy's having some computer issues, and I was telling him before we started, the last thing I want to do is stress his computer out any more than it already is, because otherwise we might not be able to stream at all. So, like,
or we will have to fall back to I don't know, 360p. That's always nice.
Ooh, we'll be streaming like it's like Justin TV all over again, eh?
Okay, let me just a couple of minutes. I will mute DJ for a moment.
Oh no!
So hang on, please. Please. Hang on, but a moment. Let me undo some changes that I have been working on. And this one. Okay, let me close this thing. I'm listening to myself like double thing.
Oh, I hate that.
Okay, hang on. Now I need to change OBS configuration. Where are you? I'm
so sorry. I feel so bad.
Okay, duplicated audio. Hang on. Okay, duplicated audio. There. Now, hang on just a second. Now. This is adventure, my friends. Now, we connect DJ. Does it work, DJ? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, right. There you go, DJ.
Hello.
Okay, you're on.
Hello. Jazzy messed with some buttons and now I'm in Russian.
Oh no. Oh, actually, no.
Dirk says, I think Jazzy is just pushing random buttons. He's pushing random button.
Oh, you have no idea.
He's pushing all the buttons, actually, not just random ones, just every button.
There is very specific order in which to press button, my friend. Okay, let me turn off background music and turn on game music.
Okay.
It sounds horrible.
Oh. I almost want you to record how it sounds, because I want to partake of this after the stream.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, it still sounds horrible.
Oh. Wait, I'm just staring. Is like my VTuber not moving? Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay, give me a second.
Certainly.
Okay, VTuber connected. I'm not having a good time.
I can tell. Oh my word. Is are things working?
I think it's working
or is it...
now.
Okay. Chat, can you hear us again? Are we coming in loud and clear? Oh, Fallen Angel says, Jazz, switch windows once and then go back to the gaming window. That might fix it. And,
I think it's working now.
Okay. And then Dirk says, I like you two. Such a good combo. Thank you, Dirk. I'm glad you like these.
Thank you so much, Dirk.
Okay. Yeah, and thank you so much for both of you watching right now for your patience. I'm sure there's more people watching, but I mean the two active chatters. So this is it's just been a huge series of setbacks with the stream, but it is what it is. It wouldn't be a live stream if something didn't, burn down or blow up or fall apart.
Yeah, and it's also part of always experimenting and bringing in new tools and funsies.
Exactly. Do you think we could actually play the game now? Like, is it okay? Is the audio still terrible?
Nah, I think you should be able to just get on the game or in the game.
Oh, okay. All right. So I didn't do any off-screen grinding this time, mainly because right now we don't have any magic yet. We just have weapons, and let me see here. All right, he's working on heavy spear, but there's not really much point yet. It'll just be later on when you start getting a bunch of the elementals and you start getting new spells. Every time you get a new elemental of the 8 elements, you can raise your spells levels by 1. And then when you have all 8, you can go to the max level. You can go to 8:99. Dirk says we need to stand.
I love that you're like insta focused on the game and explaining very specific things about the game, and I'm here just heavy breathing to contain my rage.
Oh, you know what? If you need to rage, be my guest. Like I'm just here to game, but hey, if you need a moment to just vent about technology, we can do that for you. We can stop everything. If you just need to get that out.
It will just go away when you start killing rabbits.
Wait a minute. Wait. I have to kill rabbits to get this to go away?
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't ever been tested.
Oh, right. You need to test that. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, because we like testing live.
Of course, it's the best time to test. All right, so I think what I need to do right now is go back to the Water Palace. After we stopped streaming this last time, I remembered the order of events that I'm supposed to do. I totally didn't look up a guide or anything, but now that I say that, no one's going to believe me, so whatever.
Exactly. Why did you say that?
Because I know someone is going to say it as a snarky comment. They're going to be like, yeah, Todd's probably just got game facts open or something.
The thing is that last stream you also said something about a shame counter. And I was like, that's a good idea. But then you said immediately, oh no, why did I say that? You're doing the same now.
Hey, Initial 2's Let's Plays came back in. Hello, I haven't missed... Nope, you didn't miss anything. We actually just started gameplay, so thanks for stopping by again and checking out the streams. I really appreciate it.
Initial 2's.
I think I mentioned this last time, but if I didn't, if anyone has a thing for Let's Plays, Initial 2, that's what he does. And in fact, I think he's either almost done going through I think it's the first Gadabeti Goemon, or as I know it, Legend of the Mystical Ninja on Super Nintendo. He's either in the final chapter or he's just finished it. But check him out. He does some good stuff. He plays all sorts of classic games on his channel.
Look at that shout out.
Yeah. In fact, I need to do that more for people who show up in the chat. I actually forgot to do this on I don't remember which stream, but I was gonna specifically mention a song Paul Hadouken made for one of the games that I was working on. But you know what? I'll just shout it out now. So Paul actually did a. Oh, hey, look, the murder counter is working.
Well,
here.
That's a good. News.
Have one on me. Have one on me. Have one on me. I did that one on purpose. Okay. No apologies. No remorse.
Okay, that works.
As long as I'm glad the counter is working, even if it's like tallying up all the blood on my hands that'll never come off. It's not coming off. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm okay
You're not
now.
sorry, are you?
Okay. I'm a little bit sorry. It's just not coming off though. No matter how much I scrub, it just doesn't come off. It's on there all the time. It never comes off. Why won't it come off, Jazzy? I've tried using soap.
Just
soap.
shh. Next time, just scream like that, but in my ear.
Oh, okay. I can do that. Certainly.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Oh, Initial 2 says he has 2 more stages to go. Yeah, Mystical Ninja is kind of a long game. So, I want to say there's 9 chapters. Oh, it's Super Nintendo.
Oh.
In Japan, I think it's called Ganbare Goman, but in North America, we knew it as Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Really fun, interesting. It's sort of like a side-scroller like hybrid because there's just I can't really describe it. There's like a ton of like mini games in it. And it's when Konami was still making really good games, and I want to go through that myself, but some of the later stages in that game get really hard. This was at a time when Konami was just putting out games, and they didn't care how hard they were. They were just like, yeah, we're Konami, deal with it. Okay, Watts, Axe, Whip, and Chakram is what she needs to work on. Let's just work on Whip. How's the sprite doing? 1.5, and Bo Bandy is on level 1 of the Chakram. Alright, Dirk says, you into old Zelda games? Of course, actually. I mean, I was playing Zelda 1 first. Like, my first Zelda game was the original Zelda, when it was the only Zelda game in town. And in fact, I actually kind of like Zelda 2. I know some people are kind of divided on that game, but one of my unpopular opinions is I used to not like them as much, but I actually like Castlevania 2, Zelda 2, and Mario 2. Even though they're all kind of seen as like the black sheep of their like the classic franchises, I thought it was nice. Like all of the developers, like Nintendo, Konami, and wait, was it be Nintendo? Hang on, I'm being stupid now. Castlevania, Mario, and Zelda. Yeah, so Nintendo and Konami, they were trying like different things at the time, and those things may not have worked as intended. Or like it was sort of like a let's throw things at a wall and see what sticks. And I applaud their efforts for trying something new with those games. Like even if it didn't work perfectly, just trying something. And for those who don't know,
just to leave some kind of mark in the industry, and someone else will get inspired by it. And sometimes even bad games can inspire a spin on an existing genre of an entirely new genre even.
Yeah, and not only that, but if anyone hasn't played it, there's a I know there's several of these, but there's a ROM hack for Castlevania 2, and I forget what it's called. I know the AVGN mentioned it at one point, but it basically fixes a lot of the biggest complaints people had with Castlevania 2. So like there's the message box that comes up that says what a horrible night to have a curse, and you can't skip it, and it just sits on the screen for like 30 seconds, and it happens so often in the game. It speeds that up, and I think you can even skip it too, so it'll immediately go to oh yeah, that was an ancient meme. That's how I like my memes. I like my memes when they're old enough to vote or drink. Let's see. Dirk says, I got handheld Zelda Game & Watch. Oh man, I didn't know they made a Zelda Game & Watch. I knew there was a Super Mario Game & Watch, or like a Donkey Kong Game & Watch, but I didn't know that there was a Zelda game. Interesting. Okay, Luca should tell me that I have to go and help Undyne now, if I remember correct. Yeah, you know, I don't care how
was
her
that
name...
was that a yeah?
that might have been a little bit of Robert Loggia there. Yeah. So I don't care how this name is supposed to be pronounced, if I'm wrong or not. Like, I've heard oh god, what was that game called? In North America it's called Tales of Destiny 2, but I think the Japanese name is Tales of Eternia. It's on PlayStation 1. I do love the Tales games, but when the characters say this name, they call her Undini, and I can't unhear it. I don't know why. I've always known this character, or this elemental, is Undyne, and that's just how I pronounce it. If I'm wrong, then that's the hill I'm dying on. Okay.
I think the most recent case is Undertale.
Oh yeah, there is an Undyne in that too. Okay, and I think I think when people pronounce her name in Undertale, they call her Undyne still. So, oh man, I almost forgot about Undertale.
You should play Undertale.
I'd probably have to get good internet, but I wouldn't mind it.
You have to get good internet anyway.
Yeah, I'll have to get good internet anyway, but I wouldn't mind playing Undertale. It's all right. Okay, what's going on here?
Okay, did
I'll list the
just
games on it for you.
drop the entire audio?
Uh-oh. Did you?
Chad, you're hearing the audio? The game audio? I don't hear it. Why? Why is this
Yeah,
happening?
Yeah, chat let us know. Jazzy says he can't hear it. I mean, I can hear it, but I would be able to hear it because I'm, it's on my end. So if someone could
Chat,
just let
me know if it's worth, like, if my hair falling right now is worth it. I think it's. I mean, the volume meter says that it's going through.
Okay.
But...
Dirk says he can hear it, so I think it may just be on your end specifically.
Okay, let's keep going then.
Okay. All right. We'll just keep this going as long as nothing explodes. Okay. Initial 2 says there's also a Castlevania 2 ROM hack that adds a map feature. That's a game that would really benefit from one. Whenever I play that, I usually just have like a map handy, but having one in game would be really helpful. Dirk says Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, and Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Interesting. All in one game, huh? Or are those the, list of games on it? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was like all on a little handheld Zelda thing. Nice. Siggy's here, and she says, hi, DJ. Hello, Siggy's. How are you doing today? Alright, let's go to Undyne's lair over here. Nothing's exploding, is it, Jazzy?
I don't think so.
Okay. Fish. Oh! Oh! Oh, this is bad!
Oh no.
Oh my word! Okay, hang on. I'm not going to use Cups of Wishes. I'm just going to go up here and talk to Luca. That was bad! I don't think I'm under-leveled. Do I just not have the proper equipment? Yeah, I was super tired, but fine. Oh, yeah, it's understandable. Well, thank you for coming by and checking the streams out. Just don't overdo it. Don't overdo yourself. Meridia says, OMG, level up more. Really? I knew it. I thought I was under-leveled. Like, I don't remember those fish being that strong.
Is that like a like a very subtle way of saying grow up?
Level up more? Maybe. Okay, I think...
Sorry. This is... I'm channeling stress, okay?
I think what I need to do is what okay, so I know this is a game Meridius has gone all the way through. So if they're telling me to level this up, or I need to level up more, I clearly need to level up more. Don't be trapped. Oh, it's a medical herb. Medical herb. Medical herb? Alright, I'm just gonna play the other two characters because I'm pretty sure Randy is just fine. In fact, hang on, let me check levels because 9, 11, 10. Yeah, my levels are like... I thought Randy would be like way ahead of everybody else, but nah, he's doing okay. Oh, is that what's going on, by the way, Jazzy?
It just doesn't work.
That sounded a bit like a Robert Loggia, too.
It just doesn't work, Billy.
Yeah.
Oh. Just doesn't work.
I feel bad. Just Jazzy goes. He does so much to make these streams work, and I just worry. I always worry that he's overworking himself just so I can stream.
I never thought I would have this golden opportunity to actually quote this song, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
You know, if Melee James were here, he would love that because he loves Linkin Park.
Don't we all?
I have a newfound appreciation for him. Like, I thought they were a bit of a meme back in the day, but, like, I don't mind them now. Alright, we're just gonna take a casual stroll over to Gaia's Navel and just make sure I have all of the weapons... Or not weapons, just so I have all of the armor I need. Because I have a bad feeling like something is going on. I know those fish...
You just want to kill rabbits. Say it.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to not kill the rabbits, okay? Nope. We'll just get... You know...
I feel like you're trying to walk the same path that I did with Minecraft. Like, I started my run on Twitch. It was a test stream, okay? But I started my Minecraft Let's Play, and day one I said, okay, I'm going to win this, but without killing any animals. Why did I do that? I don't know.
How long until you killed your first animal?
I tried going for fish, but Siggy said that that was cheating. That I had to actually use a fishing rod instead of going into the water and killing fish. So yeah, no one asked me to not kill animals, but you know.
Also, chat, did you see the bloodthirsty look on Randy's face? He took a blatant swing at that rabbit. I was trying to go past it, and he took a murder swipe at that rabbit. I think he actually did kill it too. It was not me. You can see the little 1 on Prim. I know. I'll get. You know what? Somebody just add to the murder count. Just do it. Do it. You know you want to.
Do it.
Do it now. Okay. She needs the axe.
Just do it! Count of death! Come on!
Okay, she's done with that, so...
Dirk says you need to give Jazzy a raise.
I do.
You do. I mean, nah, that's not necessary. I'm very comfortable in my box.
In all seriousness, I do want to get to a point where I can actually pay Jazzy for all of this. So at some point down the road, I want that to be a thing. But jokingly, yes, his box is big enough for now.
For now. For now. And we don't mean my box as in my computer, okay?
Yeah. You could always fit a nicer computer in that hamster box.
But would there be any room left for me?
Well, I mean, see, the thing with this is you kind of have to make some sacrifices. I mean, you've seen how big those video cards are getting. We're already gonna have to cut out a side of the box to fit that video card in. So.
And what about the airflow?
That's another issue.
Air is overrated anyway.
I can only get a fan, like a big enough fan in there. So we'll just hold your breath. We'll get you a nice a rebreather and an oxygen tank. You'll be fine.
Okay. So what happened in here?
Hopefully nothing bad.
I'm still not getting any audio, my man.
Oh, okay. All right. Again, as long as YouTube and Rumble are getting audio, I don't want to say that's all that matters because I want Jazzy to have audio too, but as long as the streams haven't crashed is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And we'll have to address all of these issues as we go, but
we'll find out in debriefing.
Oh, there's going to be such a debriefing.
It's just gonna be me yelling at a cloud, basically.
I want to be a fly on the wall for that. I did 0 damage. Oh, another thing I think I need to set is this. So if you set your action grid, I always try to keep my characters in the far left corner because that's where they're be really aggressive. You should set them to level 1 at least. Because I think if you set it to 0, they'll just sit there and do attacks that aren't even fully charged up.
Dirk says, Jazzy, what's beer called over there? It's called cerveza. Just the same, beer. It's the literal translation.
That brings up a good question, though. Jazzy, are you much of a drinker?
I am more of a social drinker.
Oh, okay. So you like drinking with friends?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I occasionally enjoy a beer, by myself when it's a hot day and it's chill. I mean, I am to chill. I like chilling with a beer at hand. But not that often.
Oh, okay. Oh, Dirk says, my Mexican friend taught me that word.
Cerveza. Sí. It's a nice word.
It is a nice word. I need to learn more Spanish words, speaking of that.
In fact, as part of the cultural part of this show, we're going to be also trying to pronounce the Portuguese word for a beer, which is cerveja.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I know this from my sister because she took 4 years of Spanish in high school, and she was saying that Portuguese is like Spanish, but things are a little bit different. So they have some words that are completely unique, and then they have just subtle changes to words.
Yeah, at least Brazilian Portuguese, because the Portuguese from Portugal is actually way worse. I mean, I say it's worse, okay, but they speak really fast, and it's a bit more closed in vocal shapes, so to speak. So it's harder to understand, at least from someone who comes from Latin America.
Yeah, I've heard when you've spoken to when you've been on calls when we've been talking, or when you've talked to your moderator on your chats, And I think you speak pretty quickly when you're speaking, your native language. So if you say people speak quickly, that's scary.
Yeah. Just like James from Melee reading chat, like that's vertiginous, at least for me.
Yeah, James can read pretty quickly. I don't know if I can keep up with him, especially when he really starts moving. Let's see. Fallen Angel says beer in Argentina is just mate. Everything is mate in Argentina, even meat. Is this true, Jazzy?
It's all mate now.
If only you had a mate, so that way you could do mate sounds.
Yeah, the famous mate noises. ASMR mate drinking.
That's what my streams need.
ASMR mate noises 10-hour edition.
That's a lot of mate. Sigi says, I wouldn't say everything is mate in Argentina, but everything goes well with mate. Oh, I still want to try some. But you know what? I still want to try an alfajor.
Oh, you're missing on so much there.
I know. You showed the picture, and I was like, that looks so delicious. Okay, I'm gonna... I did notice there was a little bit of armor that I still hadn't bought, so I picked that up. I don't think that's really gonna make that much of a difference. I don't remember those fish being that strong, though. Maybe my health wasn't all the way full? I don't know what's going on here. Spoilers, I'm playing Secret of Mana hard mode, and I didn't even realize it. No, that's not it.
So I'm just thinking, how can I actually solve the problems that I have with my computer? Because if I upgrade, say, the processor and the motherboard, I'm not sure if that will solve these random things that happen.
That is that is always the gamble when you're messing with PC parts. Like, will it actually fix the problem, or will you have just spent a lot of money on new parts and have the same issues?
I'm just thinking real hard. How can I like test before buying?
Yeah, because sometimes problems are really hard to track down. Like, what could be causing them?
Yeah, so
Okay,
Dirk says, how about menudo? What you mean, menudo? Fallen says, question, do you or do you not have over there any variation of dulce de leche? You know, that milk caramel that I told you? That we talked about the last stream? The feeling in alfajores? I think Fallen was asking you, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm spacing out. Okay, so Fallen says, do I or do I not have any other variation of dulce de leche? I don't. I'll have to like look this up, just because like I'd have to know how dulce de leche even tastes. Like, what is it again? Isn't it like some kind of like fermented milk or something like that? Like milk caramel? Like, how would you
focused intensely on the game?
How would you? I'm panicking about this, like going into Undine's lair, because like I know I'm ready for this, and I'm just like, how am I still like unprepared? Like, my levels should be high enough, I think. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's even anything we have that's like in comparison, and I don't think there is. Like, I mean, we have caramel, but that's it. That's just caramel. That's not dulce. That's not dulce de leche. It's just caramel.
Right, Fallen says milk caramel, 8 hours cooking it. 16 times the cooking time.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if we have anything that even compares to that. So I think dulce de leche is like something that's truly one of a kind. Like, it's just something you couldn't get here. Siki says I'll cook some alfajores for you too when I come to visit, or when you come to visit. I wouldn't mind visiting. I've already told Jazzy, like, I want to visit South America, so I'd really like that. He's shown me pictures of like the areas in Argentina where he lives, and it looks absolutely beautiful down there. So
some pictures that we took in Cerro Campanario the other day. Which is actually like a mountain. It's not a mountain. How do you tell cerro from montaña apart in English?
I didn't. Like how? So, how can I describe this? Like a smaller mountain? You mean? Like
right? Right. That's exactly it.
Okay, yeah. A smaller mountain would probably be a hill. Or something like that.
But no, because I think hill would be. Hang on, let me furiously Google that.
Sounds of Jazzy fiercely Googling.
Furious key noises.
Okay, yeah. See, this is how this is supposed to be going. Like, I think I was just being dumb about this fight. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this cave. I better not get a murderer for this thing, by the way.
Well, Wikipedia defines it as a mountain, so,
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's a mountain, Billy.
Wow, Robert Loggia.
Is this like sending email?
I forgot the line in that meme. Oh no, she's got 22 health. Let's not have Prim die. Oh, he just changed. Oh, okay. Now he's gonna be even worse, and he'll vor me too. So I don't wanna get too close to that.
Why are you killing biting lizards? They are cute.
They hurt. And there's even a stronger version later on that's even worse.
They remind me of Puzzle Bobble. Okay?
Okay, I can agree with that. But seriously, if that thing like starts nibbling my characters, it's not going to feel nice. And as I said, later on there's like a green version that's like even more powerful. Oh, and he's going to heal too. They like to do that.
Murderer.
It's just how the things look in this game. I can't help it. Todd see critters. Todd kill. This is what Todd does, okay? This is what Todd does. When you buy his Skyrims, this is what he does with the money. It's dead. It's dead. It's gone and dead, okay? It can't it can't hurt you anymore. It didn't exist.
So Todd takes the money and actually organizes like expeditions to go kill little creatures.
He does, yeah. Once he gets all the money, like he runs it through like one of those like money counters, and then like wafts his face with it. Like he's got to smell the freshly counted money, and then he's like, Todd, now that you have all this money, what do you want to do? And he's like, I'll tell you what I want to do. 16 times the murder. Wait, what's going on? There's someone else in chat. Oh no. Okay. Dirk says, sounds better than Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah, that's true, especially when you know what those are. Bluff over here. Fallen Angel says, now here's a tricky question. How do you say, what is this word?
Cordillera.
How would I say that in English? Oh, it would sound terrible. It's going to sound terrible.
Wouldn't that be
English,
like a chain of mountains? You know, it's the Rocky Formation, the mountain formation that separates us from Chile.
Oh, we have mountain ranges, but we just call them mountain ranges. We don't have like
range. I didn't have the word.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have mountain ranges here too. That's just what we call them.
Yeah, I went for chain because, chain, it's one next to the other.
Oh, okay. Teddy the Burr. I like that name. Teddy the Burr. Woo! He says, woo! Like Ric Flair. I was called a murderer. Dirk says, Terry. And then Teddy says, yup, this is Terry. Sigi says, that word is called a mountain range, right? Yeah, that's what that would be in English. It's just a mountain range. Teddy says, the pimp says hi, by the way. Oh, nice. Another friend of Imps. Or Pimps, rather. Pimp Black Belt.
Let's go.
Yeah, tell him I said hi. Yeah.
Hello, Teddy.
Pimp's friends are always welcome to come and hang out. And he's a good guy. Speaking of shameless plugs or plugging other people, if anyone hasn't subscribed to Imp Black Belt, go check him out. He does pretty much kind of the same thing I do. He does a lot of like classic games. I know he plays Sonic Spinball. I think he's doing a FF8 randomizer. And I think he's playing through the new Mario RPG as well. So he's got a couple of things going on. Okay. All right. I'm not going to bother messing with my equipment here. But I did get, I think I got a gloves orb, and here's Undyne. Oh, that's right. She restores you. 2 kinds of magic. Prim can use my recovery and defense magic. I like the kung fu poses Prim makes for that. And Popari could use my battle magic. And Randy gets nothing because he's a murderer. There is no time. Your sword will be enough.
Your sword is enough.
Yeah, but instead, he actually would bomb some Dodongos, but I think he would just stab them to death instead. One day your mana sword will be more powerful than any magic. That is a flipping lie on Undyne's part, because to even access the mana sword, you need magic. So, saying that it's more powerful than magic, that's not exactly true.
It's a marketing move, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hang on. There's some stuff going on. Oh, dude's on Rumble. Hey. Dude says, nice. I see you're on the superior platform. I wonder if DJ can see the Rumble chat. He'll need to if he wants to see me giving him RGP tickets. Yeah, I can see you, dude. Thanks for coming over on Rumble. Yeah, we finally got restreaming on multiple platforms working, because I know some people just don't really care for YouTube. Now that I see you over here, let me reposition the Rumble chat so I can see your messages.
Better keep track of it.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
While you do that, I'm going to bring this picture of Alfajores to the right.
All right. If the emulation stopped there, it's just because I was moving the window around, so hopefully it didn't freeze or anything or desync.
I like how Alfajores is just something that's there.
That's fine. It's fine. And yeah, dude, I mean, I kind of expect anytime you're here, you're going to be giving me retro gaming police tickets. Hopefully not in an RPG. I mean, this game is pretty hard to screw up. I almost did earlier at the spiky boss fight. Like, I had 2 dead characters, and like Randy was the only character left, but I still did it.
All right. So one of the things that I need to work on is actually integrate the Rumble chat.
Yeah, with
the YouTube chat.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just leveling up freeze here because we will need it pretty soon here. It's okay if it's not doing a lot of damage, because it's not going to from the start. Okay, and then let's have... another thing I'm not going to have to worry about too much is having my cure magic leveled up, because once I can get cure spells, I do still use consumables, but I try to like rely on the cure spell, since, I mean, you essentially have infinite of it as long as you have MP for it, and it becomes much more useful than like any sort of consumable ever could. And it just takes a little bit of like, you know, just using it a couple times or getting it a couple levels really makes all the difference. Oh, hey, actually, let's give her the pole dart. Since I think I have all 8 weapons now. Yes. Okay, we have all of the weapons now. Alright, next thing I need to do is... I don't have to go and talk to Luca, but I'm just going to do it really quick to get my my MP back. And it's faster to go up here and talk to her than it is to go to the inn. And then we have to go... This is kind of like the only part of the game I don't really like, because they kind of gate you into this area of the game, like around Gaia's Navel and the Water Palace, and you kind of have to go back and forth a couple of times between locations until they finally let you move on to the upper land. So I hope this part isn't too boring to everyone. The game does pick up for those who actually haven't played it, or haven't played it in a long time. It just... this beginning part kind of drags until you finally get everything done and you can go to the Upperland Forest.
But I do believe that it's interesting, you know, just talking about other things while the game, you know, does its thing to tell you about the world and let you appreciate some landscape.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I still really like this game, you know, despite its faults. But yeah, that's like, if I had to think of a nitpick for it, I think this like opening chapter is like, it's a little bit like closed off until you can finally go explore the rest of the world. And once you get like flight, everything opens up to you, and then it becomes like almost non-linear to a degree.
Okay. So you got some concerns in chat about the vaporwave horse armor.
What? Okay, hang on. Let me read Dude's comment first. He says, if you're only using OBS to generate the chat, I'd suggest Social Stream, as it works with any pop-up chat. I think you were telling Paul Hadouken about that, weren't you? And then he says, personally, I use it to combine Odyssey, Kick, and Rumble chats for my streams. Nice.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that...
Thank you. Thank you infinitely, because I was going to reinvent the wheel. I was going to, like, okay, let's build a web application that just scrapes all of those public chats and tries to mash them together in another window.
Yeah, anything that can that Jazzy can use to make things easier on himself, because otherwise he'll sit and try to program something himself, and I don't want him to, you know, wear himself out over that. Okay, now what was this about? Horse armor? Wait a minute here. Now, I know I'm using Todd as my avatar, but, like, I'm not going to sell you horse armor. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Let's see. Dirk says I'm no one's friend. Oh, come on. Yeah, you are. You're a good guy. Fallen Angel says this is the best place to talk about Argentinian politics in all of YouTube. I don't know about that one, but he says the fact that people don't know what an alfajor is truly a sin against humanity. I know what one is. I just haven't tasted it yet. Maybe that's still like some blasphemy, you know, blasphemy on some level. Dirk says, Todd, where is my horse armor? It's in Oblivion where you left it. You just have to pay $6. I was called a murderer by Dirk. That's true. And then Jerry says, sorry, I'm late. Too busy virtually cosplaying as a hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that, Jerry. No.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Okay, dude says it's a browser plugin that takes little setup, but it'll be easier for you as I'm using Brave browser and Linux OS. Hey Jazzy, do you still use Linux actually?
No, because I'm, among all the things that I do, I am a video editor. So.
I think you were, to a certain point though, weren't you?
I did use Linux when all I did was, just develop.
Okay.
Like software development, but since I do photo and video editing, I need Windows.
Does that make you a developer?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, does that make you a developer? Because if you are, Balmer he's gonna lose his mind.
I'm a developer that uses Windows. Windows.
Let me clobber this guy. Okay, dude says, I prefer the privacy and security of Linux. Yeah, my oldest brother still uses Linux to this day. I think he started in the late 90s, and he swears by it. And I mean, he makes some valid points for it, too. So, like, I'm not going to say, like, people should use Windows or they shouldn't use Linux or whatever. Like, the privacy and security and the whole open source thing of like Linux, and just if like you can pretty much use like any distro you want, so it's not like you're just limited to Microsoft Windows.
Yeah, I just stopped trying to make it work, on the different computers that I have owned. And look, I know my way around computers, and I know how operating systems work and all those kinds of things. But I never once got Linux working out of the box for me. So
I know depending on the distro you use, some of them they do take a little bit more, like time and effort to get up and running. So like I know Ubuntu is like the most user friendly, but like not all of them are like that.
No, you have a lot of alternatives nowadays, which is actually nice. Pop OS is one of the most popular. I guess because it looks like Mac OS, like at first glance.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's just what makes you feel the most happy using your computer.
Yeah,
I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm a CS professional, and I don't find Linux the most recommended operating system. It all comes down to what you do with the computer, and what you how much time do you want to invest in setting things up.
I mean, I can see like pros and cons for just about any operating system out there. So like, I know at the end of the day, it really just comes down to what people are going to do. Like, what are you using your computer for? Like how often do you access it and things like that. Like, do you really care about security that much? Like, and I think a lot of it comes down to like personal control too. Like, I know a lot of people who like Linux on not just computers, but like when they'll what is it? It's not jailbreaking, but you know what I mean? When they put like homebrew on like a console, a lot of it's just because like it's like just having the freedom to do what you want with it. And I know for Linux, that's like a big thing. Is for people who are like, well, I want to install this on my, like PS4 or something. Then you would, try to find some like Linux homebrew. And, I get that. Again, I heard a lot of this from my oldest brother because he's like a super proponent of Linux. All right.
I don't think I hold much credibility though, because I have to admit that I actually liked both Windows Me and Vista. So sue me.
Oh no!
Come on.
I mean,
come on, me bro.
Okay, I think everyone has their unpopular opinions. It's fine.
Come on, me bro.
All right. Let me see here. Dude says, outside of my laptop's Wi-Fi driver not working properly, Linux.
Linux Mint.
Linux Mint.
Yeah.
Mint has been great. It's a bunch of.
That was the nearest
it's
I
a branch
got
of
to.
Ubuntu.
Yeah, that's the closest that I ever got to a working Linux. But yeah, I also had problems with Wi-Fi drivers.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of the ones that my brother used. I know he used Arch. I think he started with Ubuntu and then he went to Mint. But yeah, I know he was using Arch for a while too. I can't remember too many of the other distros.
Arch is like a build-it-yourself kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, so he's like hardcore into it then.
Yeah. So people who like Arch Linux actually, generally really know what they're doing with their systems.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Jerry's talking about RuneScape. That is all you, man. Fallen Angel says, at least the woman helps with the immersion. I'm pissed at Linux. He says Linus, but I think he might have meant Linux here, for cucking the feminists and people of gender. Live chat censors that word. Interesting. Oh, okay, I gotcha. The best OS is Temple. Yes, exactly. The best OS is Temple OS. Rest in peace, Terry A. Davis. He was warning about the glowies. We didn't listen. Dirk says, does Jazzy like Skittles? Jazzy, do you like Skittles? Do you actually have Skittles in South America?
I have never tried Skittles, now that I think about it. I know what they are, but I never had them.
I know it's not really a fair exchange, but like, I know you want me to try alfajores. If you visit here or if I visit South America, I'll have to like bring some like North American like candies and have you try them.
1 unit of Skittles.
And then dude says, I heard the biggest problem from Vista was from people who put it on hardware it should have never been on. Yep, I heard about that too. And that was really the biggest issue with it was really, I wouldn't even say it was overpowered, but it had the specs for it were higher than XP at the time. And people were just like loading it onto anything. And it's like, well, yeah, if your computer can't handle the operating system, of course it's not going to run right. I think I only briefly messed with Vista, and I didn't remember any issues with it.
Well, the thing with Vista is that after Service Pack 1 update, it was night and day. Like, they fixed literally everything in Service Pack 1. But, the damage was already done, so...
yeah, it's a shame. But I think Vista might have had to die so we could get the almighty Windows 7. I still miss 7. Like,
yeah,
I'm angry that I'm using 10, and I refuse to switch to 11. But like, oh man, Windows 7, I used that for so long. That and XP, obviously.
I still have fond memories of Windows XP. I mean, I concede that Windows 7 was superior. But XP, it's that first impression, that freshness of the interface and just how well it performed. But that theme, that green start button, the yellow taskbar, everything was so new.
Yeah, I see. I had memories of both. Like, I used XP for ages, and then I briefly had Vista on a computer, and then got Windows 7, and then that was like my go-to until 10. Okay, hang on. Randy got himself stuck there because genius AI. There we go. Sometimes that happens with the computer-controlled AI in this game. They'll get stuck on objects, and it just
it's an older version of ChatGPT controlling Randy.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't just work. It's because you know what would solve this? If it ran on the creation engine at 16 times the processing speed. I think it would just make Secret of Mana crash more.
You cannot unsee the Todd.
I do think it would just make like like things fly, the flamey dragons fly backwards when you get to the upper lands, and then the game would just crash like 3 times a day. Okay, dude. Oh, okay, dude. That's what dude just said. I was worried I had some unread comments. What's going on over in YouTube? Oh man, YouTube is just popping off. Wow. Dirk says I grew up on Windows 97. Windows. Oh, that's right. There was a brief Windows 97, wasn't there? No, it was Windows 95. Dirk.
It was 95 and then 98, right?
Yeah, it was 95 and then 98. Dirk is he's just trolling.
Why are you doing this to me, Dirk?
He's got to be that guy.
Made me Google it.
Fallen Angel says we have Skittles, but we also have Alfajores, so it's not even a comparison. Yeah, I know. There would be no comparison there. Candy I like from the USA is Almond Joy. Ooh, you sir have impeccable taste in American candy. Yeah, Almond Joy is... I actually don't mind Mounds, but sometimes you gotta have them almonds in there too. Dirk says try freeze-dried Skittles. I've never had any freeze-dried candies, but I've heard it kind of takes on a unique texture when you do. What's Jerry saying here? Was the energy nonchalant? You should not portray people with different upbringings, and even already went off the rails. But hold on now. Then Jerry says, I'd imagine it'd be different between a... okay, Jerry, come on now. That's a spicy beat the ball that you're bringing to chat there, Jerry. Dirk says we should have chat control the enemies in the game. Yeah, sadly there's no like chat integration, but maybe there might be a plugin for RetroArch for that. That would be interesting.
Very chaotic.
Yeah, especially if you could just spawn... I know what people would do. They would spawn like 50 Rabbites around me all the time, and then be like, why are you killing him, you murderer?
It would be like the chickens in Legend of Zelda.
It would be, yeah. Dang it, now I can't get that chicken noise out of my head from Link to the Past. I will probably stream Link to the Past, though. I love that game. Jerry says, RuneScape is great, though. I never played it. I could never get into RuneScape. Like, it's just... I'm just not a big fan of, like, fantasy in general. It usually has to have that X factor. It's got to have something to wow me, otherwise I'm just not interested in fantasy games. Like, I prefer sci-fi all the way.
And dude adds, with Microsoft forcing in AI into Windows in the near future and their insistence on spying on what you do, I have lost all trust in them.
Yeah. That is a very fair point, dude. And again, that's why I will absolutely refuse to upgrade to Windows 11. And it won't even run on my computer anyway. Like, my brand new PC can't run Windows 11. Oh no, you can imagine all the sleep I'm losing. Dirk says it does. Three Musketeers is best, and old RuneScape here. Yeah, I know people like it, and I'm not gonna fault people for liking fantasy games. Like for me, I know people like Skyrim. I can't stand it. I'll never play it, but like, I'm not gonna shame people for liking it. I know I say this with a Todd Howard avatar, but that's what makes it funny, chat. It's funny because I'm a hypocrite.
So Jerry says, wow, over 20 years of Java game coding. Am I right, Jazzy? I remember, I tried playing RuneScape, but since I didn't have internet at home, I had to go to one of these cyber cafes. When you would pay by hour to use an internet-enabled computer. So, I never really got in the game. Just saw it, and I was impressed by that 3D running, inside the browser. I think it was Internet Explorer 7 back then.
Interesting. Oh man, I remember when Internet Cat.
Oh, there's even there's even a Twitter account that is low poly animals. They just tweet screenshots, close-ups of low poly models that are just part of the background in some games or the scenery. It's actually very interesting. It's all in the details.
16 times them, isn't it?
16 times the... Wait. 16 times less polygons.
It's like the details were divided by 16 times, maybe.
16 times the anti-details.
Todd implodes. Okay, now we can finally go in here. And to do it, you always have to use the opposite element. And so for this one, we need to use freeze. Nice sound. Sounds like a toilet flushing. Okay, I need to be careful at least a little bit because these, I think they're Maw Goblins. Hang on, I think these are called Maw Goblins. Yeah, there's Maw Goblin and then Goblin Kids. I think these goblins that Maw Goblin makes are actually stronger. So I need to level up my... There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. No point in using... So the thing about getting spell levels is that's just Undyne's level for all three of these like attack magics. I don't usually bother with Energy Absorb. It's not really good until you get Undyne higher. And Acid Storm, I think, lowers defense, but it's not really as great as just using Freeze. So now I should probably focus on getting my Light Magic up to at least level 1. It's less of a concern than getting Freeze up. I just needed Freeze to level 1 to fight the boss here. Because this is where the game starts having bosses have elemental weaknesses. And if you have your magic up to snuff, some bosses can just be dropped in like a matter of hits. I've seen people play through this, and some people do it for the challenge, but I've also seen some inexperienced players start Secret of Mana out, and they don't bother with magic, and they're just like, nah, I'll just use like physical attacks. Yeah, don't do that. The game is much more enjoyable when you're not struggling at a boss fight, unless, of course, you're doing it for the content or something like that. I think these chest knights have like a really high defense. There we go. Unless you get a crit on them. So I think for this part I have to find. Yeah, I have to find like the right switch, or it's just you have to hit both of these to go on. Dirk says, I don't use Internet Explorer, I use Firefox. And then he says, the coof! You said I didn't have to cough until you said the coof, and it's like it's Pavlovian. Like it just caused me to coof.
It's like when Wile E. Coyote actually, just is about to fall off the cliff, but he first has to like realize that he's about to fall off the cliff before he actually falls.
Exactly. I just hold up a sign that says "coof" and then I fall off the cliff as I'm coughing.
And then explode.
Okay, of course.
Coofs
Okay,
and disappears with reverb.
Oh no. This needs to be a thing. You could make it happen. Jazzy, you have the power. You can make this happen. Okay, Chakram and Pole Dart. Let's have her work on this. And Popui, how are you doing? Okay, and Popui can go to X. Alright. So in my opinion, it's a little bit less important to stay current on the weapon levels in this. They're good to have because like then you can charge up your attacks, but spell levels you really don't want to be slacking on those. How much MP do I have? Hang on here. Alright, I don't have any fairy walnuts, so I can't restore my MP. I think you can get MP from a level up, but I don't... I might be mistaken on that, and I don't want to fight the boss without any MP. That would be really dumb. You could beat him without it, but it's just going to be suffering, that's all. I'm just trying to get a little bit further just to see if there's like any puzzles. And this is the first point where we actually have to use the whip to cross.
Yeah, so since I don't get any audio from the game, I'm just distracted looking at alfajor pictures.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Pictures of alfajores. I'll just change the one that's on screen, like rotate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully you have some like some nice music on instead.
No, I'm just trying to pay attention to what you say.
Oh, okay. If it were me and I couldn't listen to the game audio, I would probably just put on like the soundtrack or something like that. But it is appreciated that you're listening to my voice. How are you doing?
Of course.
By the way, Chad?
Now we just need to get you, a nice microphone so you can do some ASMRs.
I don't know if chat would like that. They might really like it, or they
come
might.
on, chat. Wouldn't you actually love hearing DJ, like this, just talking to you?
Oh my goodness, it's like right in my eardrum. I don't know how I feel about this.
No, it's like for those who are, I don't know, falling asleep. Don't fall asleep.
Maybe if I were playing something.
Are you asleep? You shouldn't be asleep.
You'll have to save that one for if I'm playing something like really relaxing. Like if I ever do like a Mario Paint stream and I put on like the ethereal music, it's like super laid back.
We should connect like an activity detection thing on your end, and if you fall asleep, if the system detects that you are falling asleep, we just go to the BRB or with some characters snoozing off.
Just thinking out loud, I think whenever I play something really stressful, I need to get one of those heart monitor things that shows up on stream. I know people who watch streams really like seeing stuff like that for sure. Just me thinking out loud though.
I like that.
I know this would be easily solvable if I had good internet, because then I would be the one controlling the stream. But I really want to show my inputs, like controller inputs. And I know me and Jazzy were trying something with that, and it like we couldn't get it to work. But we'll keep looking into it if there's interest in that. I just really like the idea of it. Let's see. What's going on YouTube? Jerry says, DJ, do demons and dragons coexist? Are you pro orcs and goblins, or do you keep it midget? And then Dirk says, Todd uses Koof. Koof is effective. Koof is super effective. I think I explained my take on this already, Jerry. No, I don't think demons and dragons can coexist, and in my headcanon, I think demons and dragons are mortal enemies. I'm Team Dragon all the way, by the way. Fuck demons.
Look at that. I know nothing about those things.
This is just my headcanon, though. I mean, feel free to disagree, but, like, yeah, I like dragons, okay? I don't like playing games where I have to fight them. I will play games. In fact, I know there's some dragon bosses in Secret of Mana. It happens. There's some overlap sometimes, but I would say if I'm able to have a playable dragon character, I do prefer that.
But do they have like motives for you to go after them, or?
That always plays a thing in it too. I kind of hate it when they're just bad for the sake of being bad, or they're just like monsters. I don't know. I kind of find that stuff really boring. But then again, I think it's worse when they're just. But yeah, like when they're evil for the sake of being evil. So there's a game that me and Amanda have been playing where I told her, like, I just outright refuse to do the latest content that they drop for it because, like, it's very dragon-centric. And I just don't want to deal with that. Like, I play the game to unwind, and it's just not for me.
Right.
Dude says, have you seen the flame Atronach? I'd fuck the demons as well. Wait a minute.
All right.
Wait a minute. Wait, am I missing something? Oh boy.
Now I have to Google that. You see, what you make me do these things.
You've piqued Jazzy's interest. Dirk says Todd is a scaly. Yes, most definitely. Todd is definitely a scaly. That's why he keeps trying to sell you versions of Skyrim. That's all it is. He's just a scaly man. Oh. Alright, come on. Just want to clear these goblins out. I probably could just go to the boss, maybe? Okay, Popoi has axe level 1. Randy's level 13. Randy's level is up. Gloves reaches level 2. Nice! Okay.
I see what you mean, dude. Double thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out on something here.
Yeah, just
I might have...
you keep playing that rabbit killing game.
Wait, what's this from? What? I want to know.
Okay. You'll look at it later.
Okay, would it be too distracting?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, now I want to know.
Maybe I should have searched Google Images instead of the site that I am searching.
Oh no! Oh really? We're going there? Great.
Well, you know, I'm a conventional producer.
Jerry says, yeah, so can exist within the same book, but to separate them from the real world, there's been rifts inserted to make the distance beyond comprehensible, but literally a stone's throw away within the world. Yeah, but totally like there are demon slayers and dragon slayers are satanic. What the hell? Okay. Jerry says demon slayers, the ones with dragons, usually have that heavenly outlook flying the clouds. Speak softly and carry a big stick. And then Dirk says, I'll send Todd my folder. Wink, wink. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's already become that stream. What have I done?
And dude sends fire and Elmo.
Yep. I think that's the state of the stream.
Yeah.
Especially after mentioning that particular demon character. Damn it. You know, last time it was all fun and games until like we got to the forest with the sexy werewolf men, and now we're talking about like hot demons and scalies and why did all this?
But come on,
Jazzy...
come on. The werewolves are not in discussion here.
No, but I'm just citing that as an example. Like the stream was just fine until that came up last time, and now we're talking about we're just talking about stuff like this again, and Popbuddy is dead. Okay.
Oh no.
This is probably my fault. You know what? That actually is my fault. I didn't heal.
That's what was that because of remembering the werewolves?
Don't try to. Just, it might have been, but don't try to turn this around on me.
Hey, it's just a theory.
It's just 16 times. Get off of me.
16 times the werewolf.
Would you? All right, Prim, just heal. You have one job and you failed it.
Oh,
I'm getting like comboed. Frig. Okay. Hang on.
16
this
times
is
the cups of wishes.
By the way, this is what I hate about these like goblins in here. All right. You know what? You get a freeze, and you get a freeze, and we're gonna absorb your HP.
Okay, there you go.
Urgh.
Oh, Nico, you!
I actually wish there was a Neko in here, but they wouldn't be that nice.
I mean, it would, but...
Okay, I think I just might need to buy some fairy walnuts, because like having the ability to restore MP from this point on is going to be, it's going to be imperative. And that is one of the downsides to this game in particular, is like, you can combo enemies, like some enemies you could just repeatedly attack and they'll just never recover, and that can happen to you too, especially with these goblins, because they can be pretty ferocious, especially like that one there, just randomly hitting me out of an attack. Oh! If I remember correctly, I think once I get strong enough, I just like level up and then I just run through this dungeon, just because I really despise fighting goblins in particular. Because they, as you can see, like, unless you hit them with like a really hard attack, they don't stagger. So like you have to hit them and then wait for them to recover, and then you hit them again, or you like do a charge attack and risk it getting interrupted. So it's just there are some dungeons in this game, not many, but there are some that just make me do like the Kubrick stare as I'm playing through them, because they could just be suffering. And this one's only like that just because like so early in the game and you don't have many spells, you don't have much MP, so you can't really rely on it really heavily. And like I'm using the strongest armor I've got right now, so like I'm trying to not like grind too heavily, because it's going to be boring to watch, and I don't want to make people suffer through that. Let me see here. Jerry says, yeah, like if you're pro dragon, you're a demon slayer. Most obvious that dragons hate dragon slayers. Well, yeah, obviously, makes sense. Dirk says, should I say my folder size on that should I say my folder size? You probably shouldn't. Dirk says, how about a lady dragon? Why are we having this discussion? Why? You know, I just wanted to play retro games.
Should we actually enable a new command that is like exclamation mark bonk?
Bonk? Wait, who needs to be horny bonked?
Something like this. You know, for just in case. I'll take that as a yes.
I did nothing. I did nothing. All I'm doing in my head canon, I'm just playing Secret of Mana. Okay, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. That's my story, and that's Todd's story, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, we're trying to not get bonked. We won't get bonked again. Okay. I'm just going to... If I see too many goblins grouped together... This one's fine because it's just one.
You can bully him.
Yeah. I think what I need to do is play as Randy here, because his attack is strong enough that he can actually, like, knock them over. Okay, so... This is one of the only annoying things about this... is that you always have to switch to the whip just to cross these gaps if you're not like normally using it. Let me. Yeah, thankfully. No, don't go up there, Prim. Come here. Let them come to us. There we go. Yeah, if you can knock them over, you can perpetually combo them. But if you just hit them and they like don't fall over, it's just super annoying. I don't know why some enemies work like that. I'm just the only thing I don't want to do here is use my magic up for these guys. I don't mind using heals. Actually, I kind of do mind using heals. Here, let's use some. Alright, you know, I'll wait a little bit. Let's use some candy if I need it. Okay, these guys can't get support from the Ma Goblin. Would you stop it? There. These things are so annoying. right.
You really do have to keep an eye out for Popoy's health.
Yeah. She's got a decent amount now, but like even with the best armor, like she's using a spiky suit, and she's got, I think it's a power wrist. I can't remember what the bracelet's called, but she's set. Like I literally can't buy any better armor for her right now. All right, since there's a chest knight on screen, I don't think this goblin can summon any more backup. I think it can only call in like one regular goblin. There we go. Got him before he could summon help.
You got
chest
Derek.
knight is.
You got Derek in chat.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, a piece of candy.
It will never stop.
I forgot about.
Piece of candy.
Oh, dude says the anime called Fairy Tail has dragon slayers, demon slayers, and god slayers. I've heard of Fairy Tail. I just haven't seen it. I haven't watched anime in like, oh gosh, especially an anime show. I haven't watched one in maybe decades. Like, if you talk to Melee K about anime, like the stuff that she watched and knows about, it's kind of similar to like what I would know about. So like I'm like really out of touch when it comes to like anime series.
Yeah, so I was watching Frieren, which is a new, somewhat new anime about an elf that, you know, they live for so many years that they see, you know, their parties, their human companions, they live their life that is too short.
Yeah.
Like compared to theirs. And it's a take on, you know, a reflection about how time passes and whatnot. And they had this cool solar dragon character, you know, it was just part of their adventure. But then they had to fight it, and you know, that's I kind of feel you when you say like it's a bummer when they have to like go after the dragon. I don't like it either. Because I like dragons as characters. They have so much potential to be like fully developed characters.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think this is just my opinion, you know, like feel free to disagree, but like I think it's kind of a cop-out when people like put dragon characters in something and then their only purpose is to basically get killed by the good guys. It's kind of like wasted potential, but that's just, maybe that's my biases talking. Dirk says, I liked Ghost in the Shell. I never saw it, but I knew it was really good. I wanted to watch that, but I never got the chance. What a windbag. Oh, you little brat. Oh, this is an outrage.
Let us read of all of the dialogues like this.
I was trying to go for Scottish for the gnome. Like, it kind of just makes sense. It just works. Okay, can I get him before he disappears? Yes. Yeah, you see that damage? That was from leveling up my freeze magic. In fact, this guy should only take a few free spells. I don't want to like go too crazy because he'll do this thing where he'll like sort of dematerialize and you can't quite hit him. Oh yeah, he's getting clobbered. That's right, keep doing stuff. This might kill him. Oh yeah, there we go. Four hits. Freeze level 1. That's all you need, baby. Easy peasy.
Okay, I'm just like rotating the GIF on screen.
Okay. Dude says the main character in Fairy Tail is a dragon slayer. Yeah, as I said, I haven't seen it. I know of it, but that's really it. Like I know the name of the anime, but it's just not something I've seen. I might watch more anime if I just had a means of watching it. So I don't have like, you know, Netflix or Hulu or anything like that. Phew, thanks. That guy was always bugging me. Forgive me. I used you to get some relief. Popo, he's feeling himself here. Throw you to my servant, Randy. I know, let me be your servant. Oh dear. Anyway, call me anytime, anywhere. Even when you're sleeping.
Yeah, I feel like we could have these moments.
Both you and your wife may summon me. I like your style. Well, that's that. Be seeing ye. You cunts. Alright, and now that I have Gnome, once I touch the mana seed up here, now we can get all of our light and dark magic to level 2, and before I fight the next boss, I want to have my earth magic to 2, so I need to prioritize using that. Remember everything. I live in the Upper Lane Forest. We'll be going there before too long. I detect a hint of sarcasm in Randy's tone there, where he's like, "Oh, great! Yeah, what a treat! We get to hang out with you longer." All right, and this is another dungeon that I think it's like all of the mana palaces specifically. Once you defeat the boss, the monsters despawn. For some reason, that happened in Eleni's castle too, and I think it's like the only non-mana palace area where that happens. Aside from locations that aren't meant to have monsters in them or on them in the first place. I just realized I could just do something else and save myself the trouble. I could just use the magic rope. There we go.
Oh, right, those things.
Yeah, and it has infinite uses too. Prim, what are you doing? Stop it. It has infinite uses too, so there's no reason not to use the magic rope. Okay. I think.
Dirk says Jazzy Meg taught a dragon. Okay, so I know how to add a dragon to the list. We said Khajiit the last time. So we have generic fursuit, Khajiit, dragon. What else?
I don't know. Todd is just gonna have he's gonna have so many different forms.
We also have the incognito mode, Todd.
That's true. In fact, you could just put me in incognito mode right now.
Right now?
It's fine with me.
You are in incognito mode now.
Okay, good. No one can see me.
No one knows who you are.
No one can see Todd's lies being spun as we speak, as we play this game. I made this game. People think I was in the chess club. Who's laughing now? 16 times the detail. You see that mountain over there? You can climb it.
Oh right, let me test some modifications that I did to that command.
Oh yeah, you were working on a Todd-centric command, weren't you? Okay, well while you're doing that, let me catch up with chat here. Dude says I sail the high seas and then buy the Blu-rays. You sound like my oldest brother, dude. He does kind of the same thing. And I know he still does that because he was asking me a couple of months ago, if I remember any old TV shows or cartoons, and then he uses his news group access and finds some stuff. But I know he also will buy stuff legit too. So yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay, what's going on? All right, let me scroll back up here. Piece of candy. Lex goes in the shell. Initial 2 says. There's Tubi. A nice selection of anime. Oh yeah, that's right. There's like an anime network kind of thing. I'll have to look into that. And the big thing for me too is like if it has any sort of like upfront cost, like I cannot afford that right now. What did you put on? What did you put on the? I just looked at the preview for the stream. What is that? What is that a GIF of?
That's the series that I was watching yesterday.
Oh, okay. And I take it there was an alpha whore there just a moment before, right?
Yeah. Actually, there was two.
There was two alpha. Oh, so it's alpha whores. Oh man.
So anyone else wants to try the mountain command? Come on. I dare you. I double dare you.
I mean, I am Todd, and Todd is me, so I probably will have to try it myself. Hang on, yeah, let me just do that.
Unfortunately, it only works with YouTube because it's the Stream Elements bot.
Oh no, me and Dirk did it at the same time. Hopefully, it's okay.
Because Dirk misses an N, so it says mountain.
Mountain. That's how I say it when I'm sick. Yeah, I think it only works on YouTube for now.
Yeah, because
we can
Stream
try
Elements only connects to YouTube. I have to see. I mean, I have to connect I have to connect to Rumble Chat somehow. It's just a question of using APIs to interact with the Rumble Chat.
Yeah, I do want to add, everything that we have on YouTube. I want to implement on Rumble too, because I don't want to leave Rumble Chat behind on this sort of thing since we can finally stream there. And dude also says, you've seen the pics of my collection. I just hate renting. Yeah, I've seen your collection, and also I've seen the pics of when you get new, additions to your collection. That is an impressive collection.
So DJ, read the Stream Elements responses there.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then dude says, I know, I just want to have some fun. Yeah, that's fine. That's what we're here for. Let's see. See that mountain over there? 16 times the detail. Wait, is this randomized now?
Yes.
See that mountain over there? We included it in new editions of Skyrim. Yes, this is what we need. We just need more Todd. Alright. So I just saw Melee Games went live, so just letting people know as a consideration. If anyone wants to watch James, I know he's finishing Mortal Kombat 1 story mode tonight. But if you're not interested and you want to stay here, or if you want to watch both of us, I mean, do whatever. I'm just letting people know in case they were hanging out until Melee Games started, just as a consideration.
You can play both streams at once and, pan the James stream to the right and us to the left and listen to both of us at the same time.
Oh, that's actually pretty clever. I didn't even think of that.
It's a feature.
Okay, most of my weapons are oh, hang on, I just noticed her gloves are at level 1. Okay, once again, trying not to menu too much here. Okay, and then she didn't quite finish with them. Alright. Initial2 says, Tubi is free to watch. It's on the App Store and Google Play. That's how I also watch the Super Sentai series, aka the source material for Power Rangers. Oh, nice.
I didn't know it was free.
Oh, nice. I could actually watch that on my phone then, because my phone... I know my phone's data is completely separate from, from my home internet. So, I could do that. Yes, I could do that. Thank you for letting me know about that, Initial2. Much appreciated. I wouldn't mind watching some newer anime. I've seen some of it in, clips that people share on Twitter and stuff, but that's really the extent of it. Or if, there's memes of it. I wouldn't mind getting back into it. It's something that I was, really, really obsessed with when I was younger. like in my 20s. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's got level 1 for this, so I think Randy has everything except for Axe. Alright, this always happens. I get down to like 1 weapon for each character, and it's like, I'm just stuck waiting. Hang on, you know what? I should just give her... Oh, I see what happens. We have a log jam with like weapons, so like everyone needs the fist, and like Prim's got it, and then after that like someone needs an axe. So all right, I'm just gonna be stuck with these weapons for a little while. All right, so I need to go to the Upperland Forest, but I think they want me to go back to the Water Palace. I believe I'm about to have to do the ruins in Pandora, because I still haven't done those yet. So let me teleport there next. Okay, hang on. Dude says, if you want, I can send you some anime recommendations, like I've been doing with Kay. I just can't guarantee they'll be on Tubi. Hold off on that for now, but if I can if I can make sure I can get it working on my phone, because I'm still not sure what I can and can't do with my phone since it's like subsidized. It's like government issue. But if I can get it working on my phone and it doesn't use up too much data, I'll like bug you about that anime list. So just keep that one in your back pocket for now, dude. Let me see here. Dirk says, is Ghost in the Shell on there? Then he says, rabbits. Jazzy is trolling so bad. That's what Jazzy does.
You allowed this to happen in the first place.
I did. I knew this would happen. I
am the one who controls what's on screen.
Wait, what's happening on screen? Hang on a second here. What? Why do you have to draw attention to the rabbi murder? That's the thing.
I wouldn't have to draw any attention to anything if you had just let those rabbits live. It wasn't much. It wasn't difficult. You just had to not do anything. Not do the thing. Sorry, I cannot talk.
She disappeared. Yeah, so like this bit here, as you've been seeing, like, they didn't really tell me to go to Pandora. This is just a thing you have to do next. But before I finish this dungeon, I really, really need my gnome at level 2. It's really important for the boss fight. Shut up! You know, it's times like this I wish I had the I'm the Juggernaut bitch, pimp smack yo ass sound clip for that. I'll have to introduce you to that one, Jazzy.
Yes, please.
And then it's like old YouTube stuff, but I find it hilarious. Okay. I kind of... Oh wait, hang on. I need to go back out before I go in here. Watch out! We'll go in there in just a second. I think there was like... I might be thinking of the later ruins area, but... Just checking something here, don't mind me. I thought there was like side areas, but I think it's the second set of ruins you go to. And then there's like stuff you can get in there. Yeah, I don't think that's in this one. Alright.
Stoof.
So now we see... my muscles. I don't think anybody's going to call me a murderer when I'm fighting zombies, or maybe with the Tomato Man.
Unless we put like a Plants vs. Zombies PNG or something on screen.
I'm always team plants anyway. Screw the zombies. Oh man, that gem missile just destroyed that Tomato Man. Nice. what's in here. Oh, right, these sword enemies. These could be kind of annoying. They're not like really bad, but yeah, I know what that lunar saber does. I don't want that to hit me because I think that drains your MP. As you can see, these guys, like, you can hit them and they just stay down. That one hit me as it came off the stand. That's BS. I was robbed. Alright, get my... You know, if I were a smarter... Okay. He got Lunar Saber and then immediately died. His life goal was fulfilled. What I should be doing is using speed down to level up because it's only 1 MP. It doesn't kill anything, but you can just sit here and do this. I know this is ridiculous, but this is better than like using Earth Slide because Earth Slide is 3 MP, and this is kind of like the most efficient way of grinding up some of these like lower spells. It's always nice when there's like a set of spells where you have like one that's like 1 MP. Sometimes that's not the case though, and in fact, I think for mana magic, for one of the characters, like the cheapest spell is 4 or something like that. So it's kind of annoying. Okay, there's all of my MP for Popuddy. Do I have my water magic to level 1 yet? Let's see. This is also important. It's a little bit less important than, let's see, 2, 1. I could just use Remedy, actually. Yeah, let's just spam Remedy until I get level 1. I know I'm really contributing to the team here. Well, everybody's fighting. Prim's just practicing her magic.
No,
yeah, there we go.
That one enemy kind of reminds me of some of the Bomberman 4 enemies, and I don't know why.
I know Bomberman, like especially the Super Nintendo ones, have some silly animations with the sprites, so that might be why. Stone Saber, Defender, Speed Up. Yeah, this one costs 4, so we're not going to be using that. But Defender's a good one.
Look at that, Todd.
Wait, what's happening now? What's happening to the stream layout? Is it more chaos, chat? Is what's he doing?
Nah, it's just a mountain command.
Oh yeah. Let me see this. See that mountain over there? We included that in all the new editions of Skyrim. See that mountain over there? Define it by the experience you want to have. Oh, dude's heading off. Thanks for hanging out, dude, and watching the streams. Yeah, I'll probably be bugging you about those animes if you want. Also, thank you, Jazzy, for saying thank you to dude. That was much appreciated.
It's a nice change.
How are you liking the game, chat? You having a good time? If me fighting these enemies here is too boring, we can always bring up a topic while I talk about, or while I do this anyway. Ooh, weapon skill up. What weapon skill was that? The bomb! Ow. Axe reaches 2. Good. That's what I needed. That is what I needed. Okay. So she's done with axe. She needs fist, and then she'll be done. What's Prim at? I don't think she's quite done with fist yet.
So I took the liberty of placing a Quasol to the left, to the right, right band of the screen. Okay, so now you have a Quasol. Okay. It's not a Quasol, it's a croissant for now.
It's just a croissant for now. It's not
just
a croissant.
An ordinary croissant.
Oh, I see.
Just floating there.
At least until you explain the croissant meme.
It's just
I feel like all of the I feel like all of the memes from your streams, like your Spanish streams, are just slowly making their way into my streams.
It's just temporary. Don't worry. It's until we
Okay.
get to fix the setup.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I like these placeholders. They're good.
Meme placeholders that are also memes.
Those are the best kind of placeholders. Dirk says Jazzy needs to get a pic of Todd Howard in a fursuit. Oh no.
That's one from last
no.
stream. Yeah. What's going on here?
You know what you could do? There's that one picture of Todd where he's dressed up like a Teletubby and he's got the shotgun.
Oh no.
Like
What are you talking about?
Have you ever seen that picture of Todd?
No. Why would I?
Oh. Oh man, it's like a vintage meme picture of Todd.
What is this? Why does this exist?
I don't know. I don't think anyone knows, but yeah, this is a thing. So that could maybe be modified to be Todd in a fursuit. It's almost like a fursuit. A little bit.
It's a delete this meme. Okay. Oh, but it's photoshopped. Okay.
Nice. Nice. I know it's just me fretting over this, but I feel like I'm not making much progress. Jazzy, do you think I'm just worrying too much about this?
Yes.
Okay. I know I'm under no obligation to speed through the game or something like that, but I don't know. I just worry I might be playing a little bit too slow. So
Yeah,
chat
it's
if
good.
you think
You also chat about the game, you talk about some other things, and just have fun, relax. It's supposed to be a chill game.
True. Okay, as I said, I need to get Gnome at least to level 2, and I think I'm about to hit level 1, especially if I just keep spamming speed down.
So just a reminder for people that may be just lurking, the leveling is, on a weapon by weapon basis. Is that how you say it? You have to level up each weapon?
Yeah, each character has their own unique weapon levels, and the spells are a little bit more generous. So you get levels for each spirit. So that one said Gnome reaches level 1. So I don't have to level up all of Gnome's individual spells one by one. I just have to use Popari's her Undyne and Gnome magic, and then I have to use Prim's light and dark magic.
Okay.
And right now, just for this boss, I have to get Gnome to level 2, because then I'll do a lot of damage to the boss. And thankfully, this will go pretty fast, because speed down only costs 1 MP to use, so I can just keep casting it. And I already know the formula for how much experience it gives. And it'll take about what is it? Maybe 12 uses or so to get it to level 2 in total.
Oh.
So at level 0 it takes it gives you 9 points. And it goes, from 0 to 99 or 0 to 100. So you just multiply 9 by however many to get 100, or a little over 100. And that's how many uses it takes to get to level 1, and then the next level it gives you 8 points to get to level 2. So
right.
And so on and so forth. And it doesn't start getting really painful until you are only getting 1 point, for each use, because then you have to use it Yeah, then slow mode is activated, and you have to use it 100 times to get to the next level.
Okay, just a quick shout out to Pimp Black Belt who just stopped by, said, okay, bye everybody, I'm going to go drink excessively. Oh no. But yeah, before that he said, hi everyone, bye everyone.
I couldn't see it again.
With that.
Yeah, I couldn't see it because of the thing with... Okay, so for some reason on YouTube, I can see Internet Crusaders messages, but I can't see Imp Black Belts. So if he said something, I couldn't read his chats at all, unfortunately.
Okay, let me read it for you. Hi everyone, bye everyone. I'm just on to pay a bill, but take my like anyway. Paul Hadouken sends a... Is that a bread emoji?
A bread emoji?
Is that a bread? I don't know if that's
it is.
Bread.
It's bread.
It's a baguette. Okay. I'm going to go to be sad and have a beer in the shower now. A smiley face says Imp Black Belt. And Paul Hadouken says howdy and hail. Dirk says hi Imp. Imp says waves to Paul Hadouken. Paul Hadouken says what's up Pimp. Imp Black Belt says okay bye everybody, I'm going to go drink excessively. Drove like 9 hours today. Insidious Bliss says murderer. And chat has called you a murderer 20 times.
That seems kind of low. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm just inviting disaster, but I think that's kind of low. Also, what's going on? Imp Black Belt, Paul Hadouken, Insidious Bliss, all the stars are here. Thank you so much, gents, for coming back and checking out some more Secret of Mana with me. By the way, Paul, if you're still here, I made sure to hype up your Secret of Mana track that he did under the name of DJ Spazer. Okay, I don't think I actually hyped it, but now I'm properly hyping it up.
Let's go.
So for those who don't know, Paul Hadouken also does some amazing music. He does original stuff in his band The Elevator Incident, and he also has this really nice like trip hop album that he produced under the name Sounds of Saturn. I think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, Paul. I think it's Sounds of Saturn or Sounds on Saturn. But he also did game remixes even back on Screw Attack. Not quite at the same time as me. It was just a little bit later. I think 2010. And at the time, he used the name DJ Spazer, which is another weapon from Super Metroid, to fit the whole Screw Attack, Super Metroid, naming convention. That was the style at the time. It was the style at the time to talk about retro games and use naming things from them. It made you cool. Now I don't know what cool is. I think it's something that the Zoomers do. Actually, wait. No, Zoomers aren't cool. Never mind. Okay, I just noticed I got level 2 for Gnome. That means I can basically, run through this dungeon now. I'm just going back to get my MP. So yes, check out Paul Hadouken. He also does streams. I know he just did a Deep Rock Galactic stream today. Very nice co-op game. I've actually co-opted it with Melee James and with Paul. Very fun time. Definitely have to do that again.
Okay, let me replace that Todd meme with some Paul Hadouken plug.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
There you go.
As I said, I'm just going to try to... If someone pops in and I know, what they do on their channel and stuff, I'm just going to try to, cast a light on the things they do, because we have a great community here. Lots of people looking out for one another, and, we all do good things. We just do our own things, so it always helps to get the word around for the people who might not know some of the other talent, lurking around.
There.
Okay. All right. So I think it's this way.
Let me make it worse, actually. Let me just...
Oh, no!
Yeah. There you go.
Ow. There, I just wanted to beat up on the decorative sword, okay? When I played this game when I was younger, I always, hated this music, but now I kind of dig it. I don't know if other people know about this style of music, because I think it's basically only popular in like Indonesia and I think some other parts in Asia, but it kind of sounds like gamelan. Darklich's music, one of the final bosses in this game, has like a banger like music for his fight, and that one really sounds like gamelan. It's hard to explain it. It involves a lot of bells, but there's a lot of percussion, and I think gamelan music is just percussion. So like, for me, it's an acquired taste, but I don't know. Some people might dig it. If you're into world music and things like that, you might like it. But if you're not, like, it may just sound like noise. I don't know. I probably could have
like to try and actually pinpoint the origin of some or inspiration rather for some soundtrack pieces.
Yeah, exactly. And there's some really good information about that on YouTube, especially Koji Kondo's contributions to like Mario games and stuff. There's like actual, I think it's like city pop or things like that. That was from the 1970s. That was like very obvious where Koji Kondo got the like inspiration for like like the Mario underground music. The I'll have to find the songs, but like there's quite a few of them that he even admits. I think he said something like where he might borrow a bit too much in his musics. So it's a thing. Huh. And the wife was telling me that there's some. It's from this band called Shack Attack. That she's insistent that like the developers for Sonic got some of the music ideas from listening to Shack Attack. Dirk says, I was born in 1884. Wow, you're old. Damn. And then he says, what if I make a channel? If you make a channel, Dirk, I will plug your channel and, get the word out so people go and watch your content. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Oh, that was pretty.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Exactly. Okay, she needs pole dart. 2 whip. Check them. Okay, I think this is what all of my weapons should be at. So like I can just give Popori anything, and I think Randy needs fist. Randy needs to get fisted. Oh no, he's done with fist. He needs axe, and that's it. Just axe.
This level is what all true warriors strive for.
What? I have no words. I wasn't expecting the CDI Link or the CDI Zelda King.
Nobody expects it. Even so many years later.
Oh man, that game's like voiceover work and animation is just it's the closest thing to playing a fever dream.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, oh, by the way, speaking of that, Jazzy, did you see that like indie game that's supposed to be like a homage to CDI Zelda?
Oh no, I didn't.
I forgot what it's called. I'll have to find it. I know CDI Arcade knows it because his username is CDI Arcade. It's that thing he knows everything about. But yeah, there's a. It's not even a fan game. It's like an actual retail indie game.
Oh.
It has like the same like weird looking like animations for when the characters speak. And they're like purposely animated like really weird with kind of like weird perspectives and angles.
You see, that's what we were talking about a while ago when we said that even bad products can still inspire things.
Yeah, exactly.
In the industry. That's interesting. I mean, but we say bad products because we have like a concept of quality or something similar to quality, and we define it, from what we know about animation and things like that. But I guess there was so much love poured into those animations, and much hard work too.
Popori, get over here. Come on. Yeah, I totally agree with you though. Like, and then they go on to because for somebody that they really loved that game growing up, or maybe it was like the only game they had. So they would just they would just play CDI Zelda, back to front.
I mean, I use the term bad product very lightly. Like, I don't really mean it as a bad product. Like, it's something I say out of inertia. It is no momentum, or just because I say it all the time, but don't really stop to think about it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's sort of to just I'm not sure how to put it, because I mean, people would say that's a bad game, but like I don't think it's like always meant in ill will. It's sort of like bad movies. Like, some people would consider Godfrey Ho movies to be absolutely terrible, but I think they're kind of genius in a way. They're bad, but they're like lovably bad. Or something like Troll 2. Like, everybody knows it for that, that line, "Oh my god," stuff like that. It still resonates with people, even if some people might consider it terrible, or like a box office failure, or like a bad game or something. Some, people still love it in their own way.
Yeah.
In fact, Jazzy, I don't know how familiar you are with this series, but I grew up on a show called Mystery Science Theater 3000. Do you know about that?
No idea. No.
Okay, so the premise of MST3K is it was a guy and two puppets. Like, they were designed to look like robots, but they were done kind of poorly on purpose. So like, one's made out of like a gumball machine, and the other's made out of like, I think, a baseball mitt. And they would watch old public domain movies or stuff that was from like the 1950s or before, and they would just lambast it. But when they would do director's commentary on the stuff, they would always talk about how they still have some reverence for those old movies, even though people would consider those movies to be bad. They were like, yeah, some people consider them bad, or like, failures, or they were like a box office bombshell or whatever, but we do this because we actually like those movies. Like, we kind of have fond memories of it, even if it's like making fun of them. So it's, they're not doing it like with like ill will towards those movies. They do want people to watch them and enjoy them, even if they are bad.
Right.
And I kind of feel the same way about Godfrey Ho's movies. Like, some people would consider them unwatchably bad ninja movies from the 80s, but I find them just amazing, just because they're like so cheesy. It's great. Like, if you were a Power Rangers kid in the 90s, you would probably like Godfrey Ho movies, because the action and stuff was like that cheesy. It was just great. Oh, and hey, we're already at the boss.
So Dirk says, I watched it. So you have like a Mystery Science Theater 3.
Oh, nice. Impeccable taste, Dirk. Oh, and then Dirk says, it will be me painting a wall and watching it dry. You know what? I'll still hype you up. I'll be like, go to Dirk Strauss' channel where he paints walls and watches them dry.
See
it
that
doesn't
wall
matter.
Over there?
You can dry it. Or you can watch it.
16 times the paint.
Oh no, the paint's just like dribbling onto the floor. When a character talks about like bringing peace to the world and then demanding your surrender so you can be his servant, it's kind kind of sending some mixed signals. You know,
it's a bit of a relative peace.
Yeah, exactly.
Conditional peace.
Yeah. So this boss, if you aren't prepared for this guy, I almost want to show what happens if you fight this boss the wrong way. But for that, I'd have to save state. All right, for some reason you have to hit a button there, or it won't continue with the cutscene. Sorry about that. Yeah, see those spikes on the floor there? Those are there for a reason. You can't normally step on them, but this boss, it's a big wall with 3 eyes, and if you destroy the 2 like side eyeballs, it'll start moving towards you, and if you let it get all the way to the end of the room, it'll just start like evaporating your health. So with this one, you want to target the center eye, and you have to use earth magic on it. In fact, what you can do is use targeting, and that tells your computer-controlled allies to specifically target the center. You can fight the other 2, but it's not really really advisable. You're just kind of wasting your time.
This is going to sound weird, but those are some pretty eyes.
It's the eye shine, isn't it?
I guess it is, but also the shape.
it's like
I like them very much. Excuse me.
Okay,
Excuse me.
You know what? You accuse Todd Howard of being a scaly and whatever. Jazzy just likes walls with sexy faces on them.
Come on, look at
eyes.
those eyes. They're
those
big
are almost
and expressive and colorful, and they have a nice shape. And...
would you say they're Betty Davis eyes?
No comment. I just like them, okay?
Well, I'm glad you got your fill, because that boss is already dead.
Aww.
Yep. So that's what you do. You target the center eye, and you just hit it with gem missile. About 3 to 4 uses, and he's done. Done like dinner. Murderer! Oh, come on! Oh, yes. Hey, that could have been the wall Dirk painted, and then he was like, my wall is sexy. You know what? Dirk might have painted those eyes, okay? No wonder why it was so beautiful.
The wall itself watched it dry. It watched the other walls dry. Okay, is that creepy for walls?
It could be. Satanel's here, and he says, "Evening, everyone. What's going on, Satanel?
Hello,
Again,
Satanel.
always happy to see more of Imp's homies joining the chat. Any friend of Imp is a friend of mine. Okay, I don't think you need to talk to any of these people here. I think I just need to like leave and head back to the water palace, because I think that's like everything done in this area now. In fact, I think we can finally go to the Upperlands. Oh, I have to go. Oh, I do have to talk to someone. My bad. Oh, it's Gemma. Here we go.
Nothing sus about Thanatos.
No, he's completely bereft of sus. Dirk says, "Is the game over?" No, far from it. It's far from over. Hopefully, you're not getting bored. I still love this game, and oh, excuse me. It's been a few years since I've gone through it. Oh, but with Thanatos gone, the town's back to normal. And I think I can get some stuff in Pandora Castle. I don't remember though. I suppose I can check.
I sent you a message on Discord.
Oh no, I'm afraid. Do I? Chat, do I need to go look at this? I'm kind of I'm kind of worried.
I'm your producer. You should always, you should prioritize my messages.
Oh, that's a good point.
See, it was business related.
Oh, it is.
Just a hint. Don't worry.
All right. Sorry about that, chat. Just taking care of some business. We're taking care of business. Let's see. Dirk, are you on? Are you on Discord?
So Citadel says, I need to finish playing Sword of Mana someday when I have the means to. I was very close to completing the game quite a few years ago.
Oh, Sword of Mana. Yeah, that's the remake of the first Secret of Mana, or I forgot what it was called over here. I think it was Final Fantasy Adventure or something like that, or Final Fantasy Legend. I can't remember which one it was, but they released it on Game Boy under the Final Fantasy name first, and it's actually the original Seiken Densetsu. But then they re-released it on GBA as Sword of Mana, I believe. Insidious Bliss says it's business. I'll assume it's murder. Damn it!
that was very, very sharp of you, mister.
Dirk says he's in the Melee Discord. Find me if you can. I'll see if I can. Okay. What do you think, Jazzy? What should we do? It's how long have we been on for?
We've been on for 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Okay.
After
what
the
do you
OBS
think?
crash.
Oh, okay. What do you think? Should we keep going a little bit more, or should we start wrap it up and just go to chatting?
Well, I'd personally just call it a stream, but that's the thing when you depend on someone who is like 2 hours ahead of you.
Yeah. This is the only issue is because I'm on daylight savings time. For Jazzy, it's like after midnight, and he was already sounding like wiped out before the stream started, just because of all the things that were going wrong. Satano says you lay out pieces of the realm as you gained artifacts. The story is quite interesting and very involved. It's one of my favorite games. I think that you lay out the pieces of the land. Yeah, for us, that sounds like Legend of Mana. I remember that game. That's
right,
on.
Right, there's a secret, a sword, a legends, all sorts of manas.
Yeah. It may be called something in different regions, but yeah, the one where you get like artifacts and you place them down and it creates a new region on the map. Like in North America, I know that one as Legend of Mana, but it's probably called something else in a different part of the world. I really like that game, by the way. I don't think it's as good as this or Seiken 3, but it's still a really good game, and it does have a pretty interesting story. Alright, chat, so Jazzy's feeling really worn out, so normally I would play a little bit longer, but like, he's kind of been going through a lot, especially to get these streams going, so if it's alright with all of you, we should probably do just some chatting for now, and then wrap the streams up. You okay with that, Jazzy?
I'm okay with that, yes.
Okay. Yeah, even Dirk says, let the Jazzy rest. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be honest about this. I kind of hate, like, being the one who stops the party.
But, don't worry, like...
But yeah, I need to not stay up so late. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there was even some streams where we'd end the stream and then it would be like me and Jazzy talking about business like for hours afterwards, and then I look at the time and I'm like, it's 4 a.m. for you over there. Are you going to sleep or what?
And then I was like in drone mode when I would just reply with nonsense, and the conversation would keep going, but with nonsense. We would talk about
exactly.
nonsense.
All right, I think I know I saved because I spent the night at the end. All right, I'm going to close the netplay session if you want to put the music back up.
Okay, but do you want to save again just in case, or are you 100% sure that you shaved? That you saved?
That I shaved? Oh, I know I haven't shaved. All right, hang on. Let me just do this again, just in case. I think just you can even say no, and yeah, you can still just save your game anyway. Okay, game is saved, and you know what? I'll even do a save state right here.
Right.
Oh. I just realized I have to run our synchronizing program for that. Yes, but I think it'll synchronize next time I run it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so don't worry about that if the save state didn't show up. I just don't have the sync program running.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like chat is too upset about this. Like Satano was saying, don't worry about it, Jazzy. Rest is very important. Dirk says, let the Jazzy rest. So it sounds like the consensus in chat is for you to get some rest. And considering how much Jazzy has done for these streams and how much he continues to do behind the scenes, like some of the stuff that he was trying to get working today was just crazy, like just on another level of insane. We should let him rest. So I was hoping to stream for longer, but that's all right. Like we'll get there. I'm just happy that everybody came out and hung out again. Yeah, like Insidious said, it's a good time to stop. And plus, I mentioned this before, but like I'm pretty sure James is over there in the Melee Games channel streaming Mortal Kombat 1. So if people want to just jump over to James's stream, like once we shut things down, that's cool. At least you'll have something else to watch. Satano says, well, 2 other names now that I refresh my memory. One is a North America release, Sword of Mana, as an enhanced re-release of FF Gaiden. And then he also said earlier, Sword of Mana was released only under one name in Japan. Oh, okay. So it's a Japanese-only thing. But then it was... I remember a Sword of Mana on like GBA, and it was like a remake of Seiken 1. So it was like more like how the Seiken games are nowadays. So like there's weapon levels and all that. Dirk says, kidnap Jazzy to your house. I'm working on it. Don't you worry. That will happen.
Don't you worry about a thing.
That was very beautiful. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
My streams are not complete unless Jazzy sings one thing at least, and I learn more Spanish.
Yeah, we also had, something in mind to add to the stream about that. And all sorts of entertaining stuff.
Yeah, these are and of course we've got other stuff to give chat some things to, like, just give you stuff you can do. There might be more, like once I can get memberships on YouTube especially, which I already have the subscribers for that. I just need the watch hours, so stay tuned for that. Like, I'm sure we can come up with some really good stuff to incentivize channel memberships.
Yeah, whenever you can, just play. Just play. There's a list that I am just playing right now from DJ's channel. It's called All in One, and it mixes originals, old tracker music, and retro remixes. So you just play that in the background for when you need some background music.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, as I said, what I need right now is watch hours on YouTube, and then I can get YouTube partnership.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Now playing.
But I do appreciate Jazzy spotlighting my music there. So just remember, my music is free to use on your own videos and live streams. So if you want to, you don't even have to ask. Just give me credit in the video description or put a link up to my channel, and that's really all I ask. Jerry says, "Do it, do it," like Shia LaBeouf. Jerry says he should play a bit more nice. If he had wanted less rough. What are you trying to be? What are you trying to say by that, Jerry?
Like I should play nicer if I wanted less rough.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't do anything bad. I just placed food photos to the right of the stream, to the right of the screen.
Oh, you don't even have anything up now. I thought there would be some sort of. I would look back at the YouTube window and see some other nonsense up there.
Nah, I've been placing nonsense ever since we started streaming, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to fix the audio. I cannot even hear the music that I'm playing right now.
Oh no!
Something broke there, so.
Yeah, we've got to figure this out for streams moving forward. But as I said, I don't want you putting too much stress on your computer. That would be very bad. Be very, very bad.
We'll figure something.
Yeah, it'll just work.
It will just work eventually.
Eventually.
No, please.
Oh, I forgot. There was something that I did say I was going to say, and I completely forgot about this earlier.
Oh.
Let's see if I can roll my R's enough for this. Jazzy, thanks to you, the streams have had much improvement.
Hey, that was a nice roll.
Thank you. It sounded more like a machine.
In fact,
thank
nice roll.
I just want to learn Spanish through a rhythm game that you can make. Just make it Spanish Hero, and you know how with Guitar Hero you have to tilt the guitar up to whale or whatever it is. You would just get bonuses for rolling your R's.
What is it with you on rhythm games?
I love rhythm games. I'm sorry,
you love rhythm games. Fact, you love music. You like Spanish. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe those things could all sort of intersect. Who knows?
You're creating the next genre here.
I might just be. Satano says Mystic Quest in Europe. Oh yeah, and see, when you say Mystic Quest, we have a completely different Mystic Quest here in North America. And so Mystic Quest was actually it was developed by Japanese Squaresoft at the time, but it was an English only release at first, and then when they ported it, they called it Final Fantasy USA. So it's an interesting one. People consider that to be a bad game. I actually love Mystic Quest. It's kind of one of those so bad it's good kind of games. I also remember getting it for Christmas in I think 1992, and just obsessively playing it. I don't know why. I just love the game. Satano says Final Fantasy Adventure in North America. Yeah, that's the one. I used to speak Castilian Spanish. Interesting. Northern fairly fluently. I'm out of practice though. That and others I learned. These days I'm only prone to speaking them when I lose my temper. Stanel says, anyways, turns out that Sword of Mana was released under around 4 other names. Yeah, that's what gets really confusing about video game releases in specific specific periods in history. And yeah, that was one of them where it's just some games are really hard to keep track of because they had different names because of trademarking issues and things like that.
Yeah, just a fun fact there. When I lose my temper, I also go full Spanish. Like DJ tells me that I have said like por favor, and I didn't even realize about that.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no, don't tell me I switched languages and I didn't even notice.
I think it was you were trying to get something to work too, and it was like not working, like despite your best efforts. So you were just like, now tell me this particular address, por favor. And I'm like, did you just say por favor to me? And he just like got uncomfortably quiet for like 20 seconds, and he was just like,
I have no memory whatsoever of having said that. I'm sorry.
He said it though, Chad. I heard him. It was fine though. I liked it. It's fine. But yeah, you go like super Spanish when you get angry, and I've heard it, and I'm just like, oh damn.
I feel like those cartoon characters that they just don't place any dubbing in them. Like they just record someone in Spanish actually insulting.
Exactly.
And they're not even recording into the microphone. It's just a room recording.
Yeah, it's just all like ad-libbed. Like they're just recording you yelling in Spanish. There's no dubbed lines or anything. Exactly. Dirk says we need to get you a. Hang on, wait. Did I read all of Satana's lines? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Dirk says we need to get Jazzy a PC from the 1980s. That would actually be kind of cool. You could run it as like a dedicated DOS machine.
Yeah, we could actually stream in ASCII. Let us just encode video in like characters in the text screen.
Let's play Rogue.
We refresh that 60 times a second.
Oh, that would... seeing like old ASCII art though, some of it was really, really cool looking, especially like in the late 80s. Like when we had bulletin board systems and stuff like that. Oh, that's a whole like wave of nostalgia for me. Fallen Angel says, I'm back. You can pick up a new game now. Unfortunately, Jazzy's getting really tired, Fallen Angel, and I don't want to overwork him. I actually did have some stuff to talk about with you, and we'll get to that in a second. Dirk says, what's funny, when my friend gets mad, he can speak English and Spanish at the same time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's happened with Jazzy when we were trying to get something to work, and he just like snuck some Spanish in. And I'm just like, oh man, this man is pissed. I could hear it. Fallen Angel says, question, I haven't played Sword of Etheria. Is it good? I haven't played Sword of Etheria either.
Sword of Eternia? Of Etheria?
Sort of Eternia. I'm sorry. No, I haven't played that. I haven't even heard of that. Satano says, I have things like a mix of German, Czech, and Gaelic, for instance. Slip out in a jumbled mess when something sets me off. It gets confusing around me. I'm baffling. That would sound hilarious and frightening at the same time. Dirk says, teach me super Spanish. It's scary when Jazzy gets angry. Like, I've heard him get real pissed at something. Like, there was an OBS crash we had on a stream, and I was there for it, and it was not a pretty sight. I was about to be like, chat, send help.
The loud thud.
Fallen Angel says, another question, did you end up listening? Yes. In fact, that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Fallen Angel, I did listen to some Macross 8299. It is amazing. In fact, I was going to specifically comment to you, I love how it's kind of like a mix of like Japanese synthwave and filter house, or French house, if you prefer to call it that. Very nice beats and like the bit crushed like samples and things like that. I absolutely love it. Really, really good stuff. Thank you for recommending that to me. And by the way, I also watched a playthrough of the Black Tiger arcade game. It's I don't know if I would play that. I can see why you like it though. It also looks like it'd be really hard, especially for as long as the game is. I don't know if it would be my thing personally, but like I can dig it. It's like fantasy, and as I said, I'm not like super big into just like fantasy games, but it's all right. Fallen Angel says the Windmills of Peace were a fun ASCII. Yeah, Yeah, about that. Yeah. Paul Hadouken says, I'm back, grabbing food and then heading to work. Had a great deep dickin' session. Nice, glad to hear it, Paul. I didn't get the chance to watch your stream because I was like setting stuff up and doing things offline. Otherwise, I would have like stopped in to say hi and seen how the deep dickin' was going. But glad to hear the session went good. Let me know next time you want to play Deep Rock on Steam again, because I'm always down for like Deep Rock co-op. I'm always down to deep deck with the boys. That's just how I roll. Dirk says, when I get mad, I speak a dead language. Oh, like Latin? Jazzy says, deep dickin', yeah. And then Dirk says, Rammstein. I actually had a... I explained the story to Melee Games. I had a hot goth girlfriend ages ago who was like super into Rammstein. Paul loves Rammstein. Nice. Yeah, like I knew about Rammstein before, but like she was like, that was like her band. That, and she was into like 70s like punk rock and stuff. So I got like exposed to a lot of that those genres of music thanks to her. Dirk says, I love when others remix something by Rammstein. Interesting. I'll have to listen to some Rammstein remixes. Paul says, I'll set up a stream dickin' soon. Sweet. Can't wait to dick with you and the boys, Paul. If we can get Elvis and Insidious Bliss back in, that would be great. Fallen Angel says, it's a new genre of music. The last 2 decades have given birth to a few new music genres, and they're quite interesting. For some reason, I find myself attached to the electro swing, but I like metal. I really like electro swing too, for obvious reasons. It's just anything with like an beat. It's speaking my language. But yeah, I really like electro swing as well. There's like some dubstep that I like too, but like I kind of have to be in the mood for it. And there's like, I don't know, there seems to be more bad than good dubstep. That's just my opinion. Satano says, I'd imagine so, since my ancestry is Scots and Irish Celt, both Anglo and Saxon English, I think, as well as Welsh, French, some of which stems from Gaul and Celt French and German. Nice. That's like a huge like makeup of like Europeans. In fact, that's just about every like European country represented, give or take a few. Satano says, and a bunch of Cheyenne, Cherokee, and Apache. Oh, nice. How interesting. I don't think I have any like indigenous, like Native Americans in my family. I think mine is Dutch, German, English, and Irish or Scottish, I think that's what makes up my family. Satano says, I can handle listening to Rammstein in small doses. It's not for everybody, I get that. Dirk says, Korn, Rammstein, and a few others. Interesting. I'm not a Korn fan personally, but I don't hate them. At least I don't like mind them as much as like I'm not against them as I used to be. Like I used to be a bit more picky with certain genres of music, but I've grown to appreciate like different styles. So Jerry Crow says, Elvis back in. That'd be it. Paul says, Some is a great song. Jerry says, what is dubstep? Yes, Skrillex is dubstep, Jerry. Yeah. Dirk says, I like most but country music. Some country is okay. Again, I have to be in the mood for it. Jerry says Skrillex is actually good. I haven't really listened to much Skrillex, but I know some people like him. Paul says, Jerry, I tested sidechaining. Thank you for telling me the name of that compression. Sidechaining is great, by the way. I actually used that in my F-Zero remix recently. It's really nice. Like, I need to use sidechaining more often. There's a couple of ways you can do it too. Like I know it's different for every DAW. Like I actually had to do a little bit of like figuring out to get it in FL Studio. Fallen Angel says about Macross 8299. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they sound like it if the anime Macross's music was actually crossed over into our world, or am I crazy? No, it really does. I do get that. but for me, it just appeals to me because I kind of like French house, stuff like Daft Punk and the like. And of course, I like, Japanese city pop where some of those samples come from. And of course, like Japanese synthwave. It just, everything about that just appeals to me. So thank you for suggesting I listen to that. I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to listen to more of it too when I get the chance. Paul Hadouken says, I can listen to Rammstein in giant doses. Jerry Crow says, I love porn though, of course. Don't we all? Fallen Angel says, since you're a music person, DJ, allow me to pick your brain and tell me your thoughts on city pop. I effing love city pop. I found out about it mainly because of my wife, who's also into city pop. I like it. I really, really like city pop. It's not something I listen to all the time, but I do enjoy it. I kind of put it in that same category of like samba or like what's that other style? Bossa nova. Sometimes I'm like really in the mood for it, and I put it on to like unwind. Dirk says, what about Mutter? What is Mutter? Paul says, Butt Country, and then he says, Mutter is a great song. And oh, okay, it's Rammstein talk. Oh, okay. My bad. I haven't had that goth girlfriend in a long time, so for a second I didn't know what you guys were talking about. Stano says, my preference in music runs anywhere from orchestral, opera, big band era jazz, and swing to folk music, country, so long as it isn't the beer hall stuff, and I'm into techno punk, and dance and rock. That's a nice, expansive collection of music interests, and I can appreciate that. Because I'll pretty much listen to anything from like chamber music or Baroque era stuff, like all the way up to like modern music, give or take. There's some stuff that I could take or leave, but I'll listen to almost anything. A lot of it really just comes down to like individual songs, though. Jerry says it creates you like real headrooms without taking your head out of the room. Wow. Fallen Angel says, I've listened to a few songs on Music Channel on Melee's Discord. Oh, yeah. I'll have to give those a listen. I don't usually go in the Music Channel, but like sometimes I do when people recommend stuff and then they put the things in there. I know you put some Moon Man stuff in there, and that's that's definitely too spicy for YouTube. Satano says the only music genre I give a sideways that I go sideways glance at is most rap music. I detest gangster rap in particular. I don't mind some gangster rap unless it's like way too hardcore. My stuff I prefer is like the really old rap, like when it was still rap in the 80s, and then some of the like early 90s stuff. I kind of start falling off as you get towards the late 90s, but I get why some people like it, so. And then Dirk says, Mutter, mother in German. My wife would know that. I think she actually knows German, or at least she knows how to pronounce German words. Fallen Angel says, interesting fact, musical preference has correlation to IQ. The more intelligent people tend to look for music with more complexity, and that's why classical music and intelligent people are such a cliche. Oh, I see. Oh. Interesting correlation. Jerry says contemporary listeners tend to be a bit naive when it comes to sound design. Every EDM track can benefit from analog instruments, be them how subtle. Does the same go both ways? Possibly. Like having a dance song or like an EDM song with more like traditional instruments. I guess you could do that. I mean, it kind of worked. I mean, disco was a thing.
Yeah,
for a while.
I personally like the works of Zircon, which is a video game music composer that integrates, ethnical instruments into some of those video games, and I actually love the sound that he produces with them. And he sometimes collabs with his wife. His wife is a singer, so you get those interesting mixes. And on the folk side, like folklore, actually from Argentina, you also get like those other fusions Like folklore metal? Like metal folklore, so you have traditional instruments and electric guitars and sometimes even synthesizers.
Interesting. You'll have to send me some links to this. And you'll really have to send me some Zircon, because that sounds great. If you haven't already, I think you may have. I don't know.
I think I did some time in the past, but I was chaotic in the past. I'm still chaotic now.
A little bit less chaotic.
Let's see. Oh no, I haven't searched. I haven't sent you anything by Zircon. Look at that. Zircon. Sorry.
Is it Zircon with a Z?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Zircon. Satano says old school and the 90s rap is alright. It's the crap that debases women and glorifies violence in their lyrics that gets under my skin for obvious reasons. Yeah, I completely understand that. Like, it used to have a message of like first like old school rap was just like party music, just like a lot of stuff from the 70s and 80s, and then it did get to like the struggles of like urban youth and things like that, which is understandable. But then it just got to be about like money and hoes and like shooting people you don't agree with, and it's like, okay, that's not really for me. Fallen Angel says, DJ, your thoughts on Wendy Carlos. I don't know who that is. You might have to explain that one. Jerry Crow says, just put them on the background, barely hearable. Satano says, been listening to Mono Inc. a lot lately, alongside Vixen and others from the late 80s and early 90s. Oh, nice. Fleetwood Mac is another big favorite. Yeah, I really do like me some Fleetwood Mac. They're always nice, and hearing like modern remixes of them is great too. Fallen Angel says City Pop, and Satano says indeed. I think since we are caught up on chat, we should probably let our wonderful producer in a box get some much needed rest. Wait. Fallen Angel says YouTube censors my comment. You might have to ask me that on... I can't write something. You might have to like send that to me on Discord or something. And I know you're on the mailing list.
Or send it in Spanish.
Oh yeah, or you could send it in Spanish.
You can force DJ to try and understand it.
That's true. We haven't done the Let's Teach DJ Spanish section yet.
By the way, chat, music okay, DJ's voice okay, all good?
Hopefully.
Hopefully everything is good. I mean, I am especially tired because of how I have to deal with unexpected things.
Oh, okay, I got you. So it's like work stuff or something.
Yeah, no, it was the stream and the like I had to revert the whole audio configuration.
Yeah. Yeah, be just right, like literally right before the stream started. Everything was working, and then OBS crash, and audio wasn't working, and Jazzy had to like revert literally everything last minute, and I felt so bad. He sounded utterly defeated and exhausted, so we normally we would go longer than this, but I just don't want to like keep him up too much longer. Fallen Angel says Chilean city pop. Look it up. It's a thing. Wendy Carlos is like the godfather of synthesizers. That sounds interesting. I do like me some city pop, so I might have to look up some Chilean city pop. I'm expecting good things because you already recommended Macross 8299 to me, and I absolutely loved that. So, Satano says, I'm going to call it here too. Going to throw a half hour of Final Fantasy 14 or something else. Have a good night, everyone. Rest well, Jazzy. Till next time. Take care, Satano. Thank you for hanging out with us and sharing your stories and experiences and music talk. I really, really appreciate you, sharing all that with us. It means a lot. So have a good night, dude.
Yeah, so as ever, thank you everyone who stuck around. And yeah, just that. Have a nice week. We'll be seeing each other again Wednesday.
Yep. Next streaming day should be Wednesday, and I'm going to keep on Jazzy about, staying rested and not overworking himself on getting the stuff for the streams, but maybe we'll have some more maybe we'll have something new to show off next time. Here's to hoping. But as always,
wishful thinking. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll have something new, or maybe all of the stream will break and it will be a complete burning disaster. Who knows?
Make it work. Yeah.
I mean, I'm using Todd Howard as my avatar. Something's going to crash.
Okay. So that's it from me, people. Thanks a lot again, and hope you have a good night.
Yep. Take care, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you Wednesday, probably around 8 o'clock again.
Oh, hang on. I have to set the scene to thanks for watching. Oh, I didn't do that. We were going to be like starting soon again. Okay, that's it. Goodbye then.
Yep, that's it. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
See ya.